Have you ever met any of the original voice actors that you're dubbing over?
You know, I've met a lot of Japanese voice actors, but I've never met one that I've voiced the character, same character for. Or have I? Give me a second. No. 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 I don't think so, but I've met a lot of really amazing Japanese voice actors. Yeah. Luna from Sailor Moon. She was like, "Hey, Cristina!" In Japanese, she was saying this. She's like, "You have a really Japanese voice." I'm like, "Thanks." And she was a little bit drunk, which was so cute. And I met the voice of Ash Ketchum. In Japanese and English.
Who wants to touch me?
What?
Okay, that wasn't even a double entendre that time.
No.
It was
I'm tying my shoe now, that's what's going on here. Yeah.
For other video game characters, who would you want to play out of the entire video game universe?
That's already been voiced?
Yeah, it's already been voiced.
Oh, let's see. Video games, huh? I don't know. Maybe like an X-23. I think would be cool one day. I really love Tara Strong's take on that. Harley Quinn would be amazing. Catwoman. But these are all characters that are not really specifically video game characters. I guess I just really want to be a Marvel DC character.
Chance, you a comic fan?
Yeah, I used to work, well, I think I said that I worked in a comic store for a while. So I got to familiarize myself even more with comic books. But I like superheroes, but I really dug the independent stuff like Y, The Last Man, and Fables, and Walking Dead. I had a huge thing with, what else was there? Yeah. Then of course the Buffy season 8. For a while I was into that. It got kind of weird. But I finished it, so yeah, love comic books. Yes?
You said you play League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much, but who's your favorite hero?
I just play, like, I used to play with Soraka and Lux, but then I was like, Soraka, you kind of, you know, pushing me aside. So I just play with Lux. I'm trying to be the best.
Whenever you hear your voice, like in past works, do you, or like say you're playing your games, do you just enjoy it, or do you like analyze yourself? Or
Oh, I rarely watch. It's worse for anime for me. It's like, oh my gosh, I could not know what am I thinking? No, gosh. So I just kind of stopped. I understand, like some actors, like Johnny Depp, they say he never watches a movie that he's in, and I can see why, because it's like you're not just watching it. It's like you're going through like the entire like your feelings at the time. So it's like completely changes the way you view it. So I don't watch myself in dubs anymore. Video games, it's fun. Like Noelle is like, yeah. Or in League of Legends, it's so funny. Like you're being chased by a room and it's like, ha, ha! It's like, it's so loud. So, what's your guys' favorite anime right now?
Tiger Buddy.
Don't ask.
Tiger and Bunny? That's about robots, isn't it?
Superheroes.
It's the one about the
Actually,
product
I think
placement.
you would really dig it.
Yeah, it's really, really
Tiger and
Tiger
Bunny.
and Bunny.
Okay, I'll take a Tiger and Bunny.
Last Exile.
Last Exile? Oh, cool.
Oh, Steins Gate. Steins Gate.
That's
Yeah? Oh, snap. I gotta watch Steins Gate. Steins
it gets kind of sad.
Oh.
But it's awesome.
Oh, it is.
After a certain episode, I can't handle this.
Oh,
Usagi
yeah.
Drop.
Usagi Drop. I saw an episode of Usagi Drop.
It's cute. It's better
Yeah,
than
it is pretty cute. I was like, yes. I really liked it because so much anime, it's about high schoolers. High school. I loved high school, but at the same time, it's like everything is about high school or younger. So I'm like, that's why I really liked Usagi Drop, was because it was about, you know, a man and a tiny little girl. That sounds weird, to put it like that. Yeah. So,
Don't read the manga, just watch the anime.
yeah, Steins Gate?
No, Usagi Drop.
Oh. Oh yeah, I hear that the manga ends weird.
Yeah, really.
It turns into
really,
like,
really weird.
yeah,
Really weird.
yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
So what's like the upcoming cons that you might be going to?
I'm going to Animation on Display in January. And then I have a feeling that I'll be doing all the major ones again. But right now it's Animation on Display, and then a few cons that they don't want me to talk about until they announce it. But I've booked a lot for, I thought that like this next year I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it easy. But then after like a month or two of no conventions, like, okay, I'm ready again. So I started booking a bunch of conventions for next year. It's fun, good travel. And I saw your hat.
Yes, did you attend either of the concerts here at PMX, and what sort of music do you like in your
I didn't, this is my first day at PMX because I had a wedding on Friday, which is amazing, anime fan wedding, and theater people. It was really fun. And then yesterday I was working, so I couldn't come, and so today is my first day, and I go through musical phases, like last year I was on a Regina Spektor kick, and then Broadway show tunes, and then I used to really be into Jacked. Wasn't he ever cool? I think he was cool at one point. Yes. Yeah, I love Jacked. Yeah.
It's Magnum, as he says.
Magnum?
Oh, it's Magnum.
It's
You don't want to know.
Oh, I haven't heard. No,
yeah, he thought he was a big guy until he saw American porn. He used to call it a Magnum.
oh my gosh, that's awkward. He is so cool. Well, I used to be really into just like Larkin CL and Eurobeat, like DDR stuff. When I used to play DDR a lot, I used to love DDR songs, Eurobeat. Yeah, I think what I'm into right now. Yes. Yeah.
What songs? What's your favorite songs in DDR?
I like one called 17 by Bambi, and Bumblebee by Bambi, and Night of Fire.
Disney Mix.
Yeah, Disney Mix. And Cartoon Heroes by Aqua was on there, and I loved that. I couldn't beat that song on hard for the life of me, but I loved that song. Still do. Never gets old. Yeah.
So speaking of music, I was looking on YouTube the other day, and I was looking up some just like random videos of people singing like what was it? Like God Knows,
Uh-huh.
Suzumiya, and I noticed that you actually did that song too.
Yeah.
What compelled you to do that song?
So that song I did, I didn't see the series, but I heard the song right when it practically right after it aired in Japan. And I really liked it. It was so cool. And what I loved about it too was the animation behind it. It was so beautifully animated. So I'm like, I really want to sing this song. So one of my friends let me sing his lyrics, and he mixed it really nicely. And then I was really happy to hear that it got licensed and they dubbed it. And years later, the president of Bandai said, "Hey Christina, we dubbed the songs in English because we heard your song on YouTube, and we wanted our own version." So I was like, but yeah, all the Haruhi songs are so much fun. I didn't expect them to be as popular as it became. So I'm really, really happy about that. Yes.
In that same topic, are you planning any more English language versions of songs coming up for your channel?
Well, it's really tough now because being so much into the professional field is kind of looked down upon to do it. And rightly so. I mean, maybe they can lose a little bit of money. So I kind of had to stop doing that. But I am releasing I just released a song on iTunes, a Japanese Blood Plus opening. It's like remixed and stuff, so I have like the rights to that. And I'm doing a couple more songs for a CD, a Eurobeat CD. Also original songs for video games, for Winter Wolves, RPGs I'm doing. But my dream is to do like it professionally, like for reals. For reals. yeah, I want to release an English anime song album in Japan, and I don't think that's been done before. So I think that's what I want to do next.
What's the best fan letter you've ever gotten?
Fan letter? Oh, I get some really amazing ones. The ones that I love the most are of people who say that I've inspired them in some way, or that my music on YouTube's helped them get through a hard time. Did I just say YouTube's? The internet. I had to say
Yeah,
internet.
you're saying internet silly.
So yeah, those ones where people say that I made an impact in some way. It's like, wow, thank you. So I always try to respond to them. Sometimes I can't.
The best piece of advice you've ever gotten for your voice acting?
Best piece of advice? I don't know if it's advice, but Tony Oliver, I think, has been really pivotal in helping me develop, because he was there from the beginning. He's the one who's kind of like, Cristina is good, we should give her more roles. And he's the one who's kind of helped shape my voice. Kind of like, so everything that he's taught me in the booth, like technique-wise, and about the thing I told you about screaming and not really screaming at the same time, and just like life advice that I've learned from all the directors that I've worked with so far have been really amazing.
You can just throw that on the ground, wherever it is.
Oh, it was the table. I don't think I want to throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your favorite Japanese food?
Sushi. Well, it's not really sushi. I like spicy tuna rolls. And teriyaki chicken. Mochi. Imagawa-yaki. Taiyaki.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were your first roles like getting into the industry? Was it just Walla, or did
Yeah.
you automatically just start doing it?
I started from the bottom up. I started doing Walla for Planet Test, was my first show. And then I did like a bit part in Howling Goo, and then in Kanazuki no Miko, where Cristina, we have a recurring character, so I had a character that had like 5 lines throughout different episodes. And then my first major, like my first role in a big show was in Rose and Maiden. And from there, that kind of led me to get cast as Nanoha and Louise, and yeah.
Have you ever known in advance what role you're going to get? Most voice actors usually go in, they just give them number 1, number 2, person 3, person 4 kind of thing.
Oh goodness, let's see. I knew about Mio about a year in advance. Yeah. November 2009 was when I found out that I was going to be Mio in K-On! And now, I think like the DVD's barely being released. The last DVD's being released November 2011. So, but that's not typically the case. Sometimes, like when you do incidental characters, they'll just, they're like, oh, incidental. So okay, so you go in and you don't know. But usually they'll tell me like when I have a big part, like, oh, you're this character, because they know I know. They know that I'm into it, so they'll tell me. Yes.
Do you try to watch the anime ahead of time before you get the role? Like when you get your role, do you watch the entire anime before? Or?
I did that for I think the one anime that I didn't do that for was for Squid Girl. And it was interesting that way too. It was interesting not knowing like who my character was or what I was going to be doing. But that was just because it was timing. Like they told me 3 days in advance, hey, you're in Florida, well, we need to schedule you for an anime next week. Okay. So I didn't do that for Squid Girl. But for this recent one, I watched even like episodes over and over again just to kind of get a feeling of the arc. But most actors don't do that because in a way it can be a hindrance because the director knows what he wants. But if you have like that preconceived notion that it has to be this way, then yeah. I do it though.